Hello! Today I'm coming with very different video where I will be talking about 5 tricks that I hate, and because you like the video where I was showing my favorite tricks, I decided to make something opposite. So if you want to see which trick I've been struggling and which trick are not my favorite at all, then keep on watching. And before I start hating the first trick, I wanted to give you a little disclaimer. I think freestyle slalom is very amazing discipline because of this one thing, that you can actually choose what you like even within the discipline we have. In freestyle slalom we have 5 different tricks family, so different types of the tricks, and those are spinning, wheeling, sitting tricks, jumping tricks, and others which are like flexible tricks. So I think already within those the different families you can already choose which one you are good, which one you like the most, which gives you the most satisfaction, and of course there will be some that you will be liking less. So I think it's pretty normal. And also in freestyle slalom we have different categories, and so for example, if you like going very fast, you can try speed slalom where you go on one foot as fast as possible. If you like to be more stylish, you can take part into competition in classic category when you prepare your run to the music. If you like to be challenged and want to learn new difficult technical tricks, then battle will be your favorite discipline. So I think already in freestyle slalom we have different ways, so you can choose which path you want to go. And for me, now I also see a different division, like if you are doing freestyle slalom just for fun, you probably want to have cool, smooth footwork, so you are mainly focusing on footwork moves rather than chasing for the hardest tricks. And if you go for the competition, you take part into competition, of course you will be needing all the family's tricks. I think it's pretty normal, and also when I started that was the case for me. I wanted to learn all the tricks, and of course some were easier, some were harder, and some were just very pleasant to do and I was just excited to try them, and another was like I had to do them, so I was practicing just to succeed them during the competition. So now we can move to the main video and start with the very first trick. The order of the tricks is random, so the first one I want to talk about is toe 7, and I know it's a beautiful trick and it looks amazing, but I really don't like it, and this is because I spent so much time on it and still didn't feel like fully mastered. So to give you some example, I was practicing toe 7 much more than chicken leg, and I was always not able to do more. So in spins I think it's very normal that you will have one side that you prefer to spin. For me it's the chicken side. And yeah, of course I've been practicing toe 7 a lot. I've been doing it at competition because it's a very useful trick and it also looks cool, but the sensation wasn't so cool and I didn't feel like fulfilled doing it, so that's the trick I don't really like. The second one is toe day and night, and here it's very funny because I hate doing it on toe. I think very unstable. I think it's probably because I didn't spend a lot of time practicing it, but I love this trick on heel. It gives me the cool sensation and I feel much more stable, so it's a funny thing that on toe I feel not stable and not cool at all, like very risky and I feel like I can easily lose my balance, and on heel it's one of my favorite tricks, so this is a funny trick. But this one I think I don't like because of this feeling that I don't feel so stable. Another trick that I really don't like is toe fishleg, and even though it's very similar to chicken leg, it's the same rotation, just adding the back wheeling move. The reason why I really hate doing this trick, and actually at some point I was even afraid to try it, is because that was the trick that I fall, and the fall was pretty dramatic, to be honest. Once during the training I just fall badly. Normally I wasn't falling that much. I was usually very safe skater, so I would rather stop doing the trick than push it to the limit until I fall. And in this case it was pretty weird sensation, because I was trying it and without even feeling, I lost like balance completely. And unfortunately my arms, instead of going forward and protect myself, end up on the back. So you can imagine me falling on my face, like seeing I cannot do anything. That was very stressful, and actually nothing really happened to me. I just had a little bit of blood in here, like little cut, but it was nothing serious. But I remember it was before I put my braces on for my teeth, and I was laughing that I wanted to have straight teeth and I almost lost them during the session. But everything was okay. I was just afraid to try them later, and as I had many different tricks, I actually stopped really using this trick and practicing it, and I moved to another tricks that I could use during competition. Another trick is butterfly, and this one actually I started to practice when I was a teenager, and that was the trick I quickly gave up because of the knee pain. So actually I wanted to get it, and I did it like for few cons, but because I felt really big pain in my knees, I decided it's not worth it. So I was just focusing on back cobra that I was able to do. It was even my last trick on the competition, so I decided it will be just better for me if I simply don't practice this trick. And also this is the trick that actually for my students I skip if they are not going for the competition. It's the trick that if you don't really love it and it's not like your dream trick, I think it's just healthier for your knees to skip it. So usually we don't push our bodies to this moment, because obviously there are so many other cool moves that you can learn that will make your skating look smooth, amazing and effortless, that butterfly is not a total must-have. And it's actually the opposite. It's like a show-off trick. But at the end of my career I actually decided to give it another try, and I even put it to my last classic. I approached it another way. I tried to do more exercises for hip opening, and actually that helped. So maybe a pro tip for you if you are trying to get butterfly, start with some exercises, mobility and stretch for opening your hips. And the last trick is back toe footgun. This is the trick I remember I've been learning a lot. What I hate about this trick is that once you are going backward, you don't see the cons. So sometimes if you are doing the slalom, you don't really feel if you made it perfectly between the cons, or if you made the slalom but it's like outside of the cons. So this sensation for me was like always a mystery. So it was very difficult to feel it. But actually I was able to do this trick. And why I don't like it, it was because of one training when another bad thing happened to me. And actually it wasn't nothing like crazy, it was more like for my brain. I was like, okay, maybe I shouldn't push so much. And what happened was I was trying to do it on 80s, and actually I've been doing it just like trying to get the full line. It was very difficult, but what's important here is that you are turning all the time here on smaller distance. So at some point I felt something like if my knee went from the place and then I stood up and it came back to the place. So later on I was skating normally, nothing happened, but it was just a scary moment. And another history of my back toe footgun was at the beginning when I was starting practicing learning this trick, and I was training it with my headphones, and it was the time that we didn't have like wireless phones, it was just with a cable, and I had a phone. It was my very first smartphone, and I don't know why I feel so stupid when I even think about it, but I put it to my back pocket. And of course, as you can imagine, during back toe footgun, you of course fall a lot, especially at this first phase where you're just trying to get it, to feel it, and so on. So I just fall. Normally it wasn't even like very hard impact, it was just like little fall on my back, and of course the screen of my phone was broken. So till that moment I always repeat to my skaters when I see that they have phone in the back, I say maybe you can put it away from the experience. I know it's not worth it. That's all for today's video. Let me know if you don't like any of those tricks, or maybe there are your favorite. It's completely fine. If you like this video, make sure to leave me a thumbs up and subscribe, and in the comments let me know which tricks you don't like. Thanks for watching, have a great skating session, and see you tomorrow!